Hello, everybody. Welcome to Getting to Good Enough, a podcast to help you let go of perfectionism so you can do more of what you love. I'm Shannon Wilkinson, a life coach in Portland, Oregon. I'm a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough.
And I'm Janine Adams, a certified professional organizer in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm lucky enough to be naturally good at good enough.
And today we're talking about setting yourself up for success. Just home for my vacation.
Are you rested?
Yeah. But it was pretty exciting. Did exciting things. But it was also very relaxing.
Well, that's nice. I've never been on a cruise. I know you were on an Alaskan cruise, but I think of cruises as relaxing. But you did exciting things too. That's great.
Yeah. So half the time was relaxing and half the time was like doing crazy stuff in Alaska, like flying on seaplanes and landing in the middle of lakes and standing on the pontoons.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't catch me standing on a pontoon. I'm not even sure what a pontoon is, but I don't like the sound of it. No, I know what it is. That is so cool. That's really great. So
yeah,
a nice combination. Because you're adventurous. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it was really nice because I was able to get out and do stuff with my ankle, which I'm still in recovery with, but it's getting better. But I couldn't do anything too strenuous, but I was able to walk around quite a bit, and I walked around on a glacier, and I did try to take the stairs in the cruise ship instead of the elevator to help work off some of the many meals.
Right.
We went on a whale watching tour, and the captain of the ship said, "Well, so you've all been away from your cruise ship for about 20 minutes, so you're probably hungry." So we have some snacks in the back.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw some of your Facebook updates and noticed that a number of them featured food.
Yeah, well, we had canapes served to our... This all sounds so funny. We had canapes served to our stateroom every afternoon.
Oh, wow. I want that.
I know, it was so nice. And it was just like, like when you go to a nice restaurant and they give you like an amuse-bouche, and it's just like a little bite of something. So there would be like 3 savory things, and it was basically like 1 bite for each of us, and then 1 sweet.
Nice.
And
were there cocktails or wine involved as well?
There could have been, but we didn't have it at that point. Yeah. We saved the cocktails and wine for dinner and after dinner.
Well, that sounds sensible.
Yeah.
So you said that you took the stairs. Were you able to do the stairs on your ankle?
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of stairs because we were on a ship that had 15 levels.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I tried to take, if I was only going 1 or 2 deck levels, I would take the stairs. But, when we were on 10, and if we were going from 10 to 3 where the dining room was, then I would definitely take the elevator up, and I might take it down if I hadn't done much that day. Mm-hmm. I mean, I might take the stairs down if I hadn't done much that day.
I was puzzling through that in my head. Thinking, is that what she meant to say?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's great. I'm so glad your ankle didn't hold you back.
Yeah, me too.
It was good planning with your surgery.
Yeah.
And good physical therapy and all the stuff you did to set yourself up for success on your
right
trip.
Which is what we're talking about. Way to bring it back to the topic.
I know, right? That was pretty good. I'm not usually that smooth. Yeah.
That was really good.
Hey, but I didn't get to tell you my daily weather report, my weekly weather report, which I just have to share, that it's like a wet sauna out there. It's I just looked, it's 94, feels like 107. And
oh, gosh.
It's really unpleasant. And I just had to complain. But tomorrow it's going to be better. It's going to be in the 80s. But just today is, woke up to rain, and it's horrible.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. It makes me wish I was on an Alaskan cruise.
Yeah, I bet. I just have to say we had excellent weather. It was like 75 and sunny.
Oh, did you pack the right things?
I expected to be cold, so I brought too much cold stuff.
Oh, did you have enough?
I brought like long underwear because I thought I was going to need long underwear.
And it was in the 70s. That's great.
Yeah. So I bought T-shirts because, I always need more graphic tees. Mm-hmm. And it was fine.
Oh, that's great. I'm so glad you had good weather. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. But back to setting ourselves up for success. Mm-hmm. So this is such an important thing to do because it prevents you from having from struggling from the beginning, and it makes things easier. And there's been some research, I should have looked this up, but it's something like you only have to make something some small percentage, like 5% easier to get started.
Oh, wait. So that means if something is perceived as difficult, you don't want to start it. But if you make it only 5% easier, you might start it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like that could be that is often enough to lower the resistance to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. That is a factor in this because you can lower the resistance by setting yourself up for success. And, one of the best examples I have for that is if you want to exercise in the morning, set yourself up for success by laying out your exercise clothes the night before. Mm-hmm. And that also sort of reduces the barrier to entry. So you get up, you can just put on your exercise clothes, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes me think of my yoga practice and my many barriers to that. And I've done that in that I have in your room, our guest room, which is across from my office, so it's near where I am all the time. There's a yoga mat at the ready, and a place where my laptop goes, the little cube next to the bed. And then I added just recently, I keep a pair, is that the word, of yoga pants and a yoga shirt in the room, so I don't even have to go upstairs and change my clothes. I can just change them and just do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when I have that spare, it seems to be shaking out that I do it at the end of the workday before I call my dad about 6:30, so before that, and that's really helped, just having those two things where I don't have to unfurl the yoga mat. Or sometimes I'll be upstairs and think, I could do some bedtime yoga, but I'm not walking downstairs and getting a yoga mat. So it doesn't happen. Because I'm not going downstairs and doing yoga either. But if I kept one upstairs, I could do yoga to the TV before bed, maybe. But, yeah.
Well, and so that's a small, that's a big barrier, which is actually really pretty fixable.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
But you wouldn't necessarily know it because at least I would be like, well, I shouldn't have to buy a second yoga mat. I should just be able to go downstairs and get my yoga mat or bring it up with me or, whatever, or go downstairs and do yoga. But, if you can get a second yoga mat and make it easier on yourself,
right? And
that
of
would
course,
be awesome.
I have a second yoga mat. It's just downstairs, so I just need to move it upstairs. Actually, I just remembered I bought a travel yoga mat that's upstairs. I just forgot about it. So I do have a yoga mat in the shoe room closet that I could just get out. Oh, I'll have to do that. But for me, really, the big deal was the clothes, the yoga clothes, because I'll do yoga when I'm wearing pretty much anything, because I don't get sweaty or anything. But sometimes you're much better off with yoga clothes on,
right?
If I'm wearing a dress or something. So that's been really nice.
That's awesome.
And I think there are lots of ways we all set ourselves up for success, or could set ourselves up for success, that we probably don't even think about.
Yeah. So a lot of it is, or at least one way to think about it is to look at the things you want to do, or the things that you're sort of struggling with that you want to do. And, what do you need to have in place to make it possible for you to do it? What do you need to have in place to make it easier for you to do it? Mm-hmm. And sometimes it takes actually talking it through or writing it down and really slowing down the process so that you can get a better idea. You can see more clearly, where you can make it easier for yourself.
I bet this is the kind of thing you help clients with all the time.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, a lot of times it starts the night before.
Oh. Do tell.
Well, if it doesn't matter what you want to do in the morning, or even, at any point during the day, if it adds decisions, if there are decisions you have to make, then that makes it exponentially harder, mm-hmm. or more difficult to get started or complete. If you make the decision the night before, and then do whatever you can do to set yourself up to do it with ease, then you're significantly more likely to actually do it.
So like deciding what you're going to wear to work the night before.
Right. Deciding what you're going to wear to work.
Right.
And I think sometimes, too, that if you do it at the end of the day, that you're quicker to make choices. Even though you're tired, I think there's a little bit of a paradoxical thing happening there. Even though you're tired and you don't want to make a lot of decisions, it's somehow a little bit easier to do it because your brain isn't all fired up and thinking of all the possibilities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, that makes sense to me. That especially if they're not big decisions. The right. little decisions, and let's just get it over with. I'll just do it this way. And right. I will sometimes keep a list of, if I'm going to a meeting or a client appointment the night before, I'll write down the things I want to make sure I take with me so that I don't have to try to think of them in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And
you could even go the list. And you could even go one step further and gather those things all together.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, even that doesn't always
work
for me, but yeah.
I think both things. I know. Yes. I did that the other day. I gathered everything and put it by the front door that I wanted to take with me, got in the car, and left it all behind.
Oh, well, I can today when I left for my NAPO meeting, I was so proud of myself because I stopped at the mailbox and mailed my postcards, and then I realized I had left a gift. I had a gift for somebody that I wrapped that morning. I remember to do that. Went home to get it, couldn't find it anywhere. So I figured it was in the car, and it wasn't. And I had put it down to pick up my postcards and put stamps on them, and then somehow picked everything else up but that. And anyway, I eventually found it But at one point, it was with everything else. It just got separated from its friends. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The more we can do the night before, yeah. And I was thinking about how just having a place where you put your keys is setting yourself up for success.
Yes.
So many people can't find their keys in the morning when they're trying to leave.
Yes. And my keys go, and I have a whole little key system. I think you've seen it.
I have seen it, though I haven't analyzed it, but I was impressed by what I saw.
Yeah. So I have these 3 little carabiners, and in 3 different colors. It just so happened Mike thought these were cute and bought them for me. They weren't purchased for this reason, and then they just happen to work out that well. But so on one, I have my house key and the key to my mom's apartment. On another one, I have the keys for the apartment that I use as an Airbnb, and on the third one, I have my keys for my bicycle, because it has keys for it has a built-in lock, and then I have another lock, and then there's a key for the battery. Mm-hmm. So, and then those all will clip onto the car key of whatever car I'm driving. And then if I just need my house key, I can just take my house key. If I'm taking my bike, I can grab my house key and my bike keys and clip them together.
Yep. So your house key is with your key to your mom's apartment, and so you take your mom's apartment with you always.
Yes.
Is that right? Yes. Right.
Yeah.
That is a good system. That's a great system.
And so it's always right there.
Yeah. I love it.
And Mike wanted to borrow my bike the other day, and he's like, "Where are the keys?" I said, "They're on the orange carabiner on my hook." And he just walked over and found them.
Yeah. And also, Mike bought you carabiners because he thought they were cute. That's just so sweet. I love it. To me, that's the takeaway. Have a husband like Mike who sees cute carabiners and buys them for you. No, that's a great system. That's terrific. And, so many people don't have any, they don't have anything remotely near a system. They don't have a place where they actually always put their keys. Just having that is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And you've taken it to the next level.
Yeah, well, because I walk a lot, ride my bike, drive the car, drive a different car, and so I didn't want to be moving keys back and forth. I didn't want to carry all my keys at once.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to be like the school custodian.
Right. I was thinking of Schneider.
Oh, Schneider, right.
Remember Schneider from Old Time, One Day at a Time?
Yeah,
there's a new One Day at a Time, and I think there's a Schneider on it, too.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if he has the big keys, though.
I don't either. I actually watched that show once or twice, and it was very enjoyable, the new one.
Yeah.
I loved the old one when I was a kid. Right, so you don't want to be that person. You just want to have the right keys with you.
Yeah.
Yes. We keep a set of keys that's just got the front door and the back door key. We have 4 doors, right, to our 2-family house, so there's a lot of keys, but just one that we keep for dog walking that lives by the front door, because otherwise we go out the back door because our garage is behind our house. So having just a set that's the dog walking key is very handy, because it's lighter and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, minimalist.
That's great.
Yeah, so that is a way to that's a great way that you set yourself up for key success, Shannon. And really what you've done is eliminated a lot of frustrations that could happen.
Yeah.
You're looking for your key or having too many keys or whatever.
Right. And occasionally I'll walk in if I'm carrying something and I won't hang my keys up right away. Like, especially if I'm carrying something that I carry like straight up to my office or my bedroom, and I'll set my keys down somewhere, and then it's like, I don't even know where they can be later, because it's like they're always on the hook. Where can they be?
Right. Yeah, they're like your world's turned upside down because your keys aren't where they're supposed to be. I know, I was busy thinking, like, it feels like your key thing maybe should be closer to your front door. But there isn't a place for it, is there?
No.
Yeah.
It's fine where it is.
You've
it's
got
just,
a great thing going.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't hang them up there maybe once every 3 months.
Right.
So it's not like, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But I do want to share that something I did last night to set myself up for success this morning. I had to go to the DMV this morning. And so last night I got all the paperwork together. I had to go for 2 different things, and I had it all together, and I had it in a folder, and I had it sitting on my desk so that I could get up and be out the door early for me and at the DMV when it opened at 8.
Oh, that's excellent. And you weren't like rushing around, feeling pressure, thinking about the line that was going to be forming if you didn't get there, and trying to find that stuff.
Yeah. I just picked it up and went, and I just had everything. They have a weird system at our DMV. You get a number, and then you wait in line to talk to the information person, and then they tell you, if you have the right form or what form you need to get, and then you go sit and wait for someone. And so there was a moment where I was like a little worried that I didn't have everything I needed, and I just looked and it was all in order and it was all right there. I was like, okay, I'm good.
Did they give you a gold star? They should have. You were probably the most organized customer that day.
I did not get a gold star, but I did get to go to the shorter limited service line.
Oh, so it's a good system.
Yeah.
It sounds like they have a good system there.
Yeah. It works pretty well.
That's excellent.
But yeah, so these are a lot of ways that you can set yourself up to be successful. But another part of this is knowing what success means.
Right. Yeah, it's like I always say, you can't finish something if you don't know what the finish line is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, in some ways it's relatively easy to know. Like, going to the DMV, success is going to the DMV and taking care of the problem. Doing yoga, success may look different depending on the day. So, you might have like sort of what counts as your baseline success.
Right. Yeah, I was just thinking about the fact that I routinely ask clients, what does success look like today? So that it makes them think about it, and it helps me know what we're working toward, and my team members know what we're working toward. And it's really nice to be able to visualize it.
Yeah.
Especially, when we're talking about a decluttering session, because sometimes my client's vision for success is different from mine. And usually it means that we want to take it to another level that maybe they're not interested in or don't want to spend the money to get to, or with our time or whatever. But yeah, so being in touch with that is really important.
Right. Yeah, and one of the questions I ask my clients is, after we've figured out what it is that they want, was like, how will you know?
Oh, yeah. Because you're doing internal work.
Yeah.
That's not visible.
Right.
Sometimes, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. What kind of answers do you get?
A lot of times it's a feeling. It's often a feeling of it may be excitement, but for most people, the feeling that they're after is this feeling in their chest of like being able to breathe easily and like maybe a little bit tingly or something, but to just, I guess I would describe it as maybe just an alive feeling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And it can also go to, what's that?
Oh, I was going to say, you do a good job of helping them identify that so that they know it when they feel it.
Yeah. And so, I also like to take them through all aspects of, how will you know is how will you feel? What will you be hearing? What will you be saying? What will you be seeing? And to sort of run through all of your senses so that you get kind of a complete picture so that you know success when you experience it.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah. And I think it's important too to recognize that it's nice to have, sort of the, I don't know what you want to call it, like the baseline or the minimum, what's the least amount that counts as success, and then, maybe what is optimal, and then maybe even one more level of like what's like if wildly successful, just so you sort of have that range, so there's something that you're reaching for, and there's a way that you can reach success no matter what.
Okay, I love that. So right, because if you just said what is success, and success, of course, that hit the ballpark out of the park level of success is success. But if that's going to be really hard to achieve, you're not setting yourself up for success by not identifying more of a baseline or acceptable standard of success that will make you feel good.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then I like the idea of having that middle level as well.
Yeah, so it gives you sort of a trajectory to experience success.
Yeah.
And I think too that the idea of success can change from day to day. So having that, sort of knowing that in advance, there may be a day when you are feeling really inspired and you can get closer to that top level, and there are a day where you're not feeling so great, or you don't have a lot of time or something, and so you just want to do something, and having that baseline, so you do something that counts, lets you feel like you are still successful.
Yeah, it's a fluid. Success can be fluid.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I think it bears repeating what you said, that if you have too big of a reach of what your idea for success is, that is not setting yourself up for success.
Right. Yeah, we wouldn't want the takeaway here to be that you need to be able to visualize winning an Oscar in order to feel successful if you're auditioning for a small town theater troupe.
Right.
That one struggled its way out of my brain just then. But yeah, but we're and that to take that example a little further, it might be just going to the audition. That is your first level of success, which is a huge success if you're thinking about getting started in acting. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So, anything else to say about setting yourself up for success?
I feel like it's some of the stuff that you shared, Shannon, is, for me, thought-provoking and will be really useful. I really dig the idea of having sort of benchmarks for 3 different levels of or a trajectory, as you said, to help you measure success. And also, when I think about like something like if you're evaluating success in your career, I mean, there's little things, there's big things, but as you're, it's not like in my work or your work, where we've been doing this a long time, the level of the measure of success can change, but we still want to keep feeling successful, so we don't have to be always hitting for the top level of success. Having those midlines is so important. God, I feel like I'm rambling, but I really find this really helpful.
Yeah, no, you're not rambling at all. It's useful for me to hear you to sort of talk it through. And it reminded me of one other thing, is that a lot of times people will say what they don't want as opposed to what they want. And it's really important to figure out what you want. So, like you might have someone who says, I don't want a messy house, or, I don't want this. Or I have clients who will say, I don't want to procrastinate, or I don't want to feel bad when I have to market my business. And that can be a starting point, but that's not going to get you where you want to go. Mm-hmm. So keep moving from that point to discover what it is you really want, so you can understand what success means, so then you can back up to figure out how to set yourself up for success.
Great. Yeah. That's a very good point about moving towards something, not away from something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you don't have anything else...
No, I don't think I do.
All right. Well, then we would love to hear from you, our listeners. How do you measure success, and in what ways are you setting yourself up for success? You can leave a comment on the show notes at gettingtogoodenough.com. You can contact us on social media. I was reading this note and I was like, wait, it says ask to share with a friend. I was like, I don't remember that part.
It's always been there.
I know. But you can contact us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and those links are on our website. You can also search for Getting to Good Enough. And then, yes, please do share us with a friend. Tell a friend about this podcast, and perhaps more importantly, help them figure out the easiest way for them to listen to the podcast, so you don't just tell them about it and then they get frustrated because they don't listen to podcasts and they don't know how to do it. You can leave us a voicemail at 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843. But for now, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. Practice. That was very rambly ending.
It was great.